Hey guys, this is Andy Crawford with Andy Crawford Photography. Welcome back to another virtual gallery showing where I'll take one image from a gallery, talk about the backstory and the inspiration behind the image, and then walk through the print options on my online gallery. Today we're going to talk about Cloudland Canyon Serenity. This photo really takes me back to my childhood in many ways. We spent a lot of summer vacations in the Smoky Mountains, and on those trips, we would periodically stop at Cloudland Canyon in Georgia. It's just a gorgeous place. I've got lots of great memories about it. Climbing down the 600 plus steps to get to the bottom of that 1,000-foot canyon was just, it was amazing. A lot of fun, a lot of work, but just great memories. However, I had never been there when the waterfalls were really active. Normally I'm there during the summer, the dry season. There's very little water flowing down Daniel Creek. Well, in March, I was in Alabama for the Bassmaster Classic, and the morning after the event was over, I was supposed to be driving home, but I woke up really early, couldn't sleep, headed 80 miles the wrong way, and went to Cloudland Canyon because I knew it had been a rainy period and I felt really confident that the waterfalls would be flowing. And so I got there. When I stepped out of the truck at the top of the cliff, you could hear just the roar of water going over the falls, and I knew that it was going to be a winter trip. And so I packed all my gear as quick as I could, got down the got down that cliff, and got to Cherokee Falls, which is the first fall in the creek. And this is what I saw. Let me show it to you. It was just an amazing scene. That basin that's full of water in this image, I've never seen it like that. It's usually fairly dry. All of that water coming over the that ledge of the waterfall was just amazing. And then as I looked around, I found that stack or that pile of big boulders that I knew would make just a really great eye grabber for the foreground, which is what I like, is a good strong foreground element. And so the eye starts there and is drawn right through the scene to that flowing water. And so that's what I saw, and it was just, man, I stood there for a few minutes. I was there by myself early in the morning. Nobody else was at the fall, and I just couldn't do anything but stand there with my mouth open. It was so amazing. And so that's what I love about fine art photography, is it can spark memories. It really just makes your brain pop and think of those memories. That's a great memory for me. So let's walk through the print options. I'm going to jump over and grab a screenshot of my computer, and I'm going to walk you through the print options. Okay, so here we are. So we're simply going to go up to this is my front page. We're going to go up to the search bar, and we're going to let's type in Serenity. And well, it's right there on the front page, isn't it? Let's click on that. But if you want to search for it, just go to the search bar. If it doesn't show up, I periodically change the front page. But if you don't see it, just search for Serenity and it'll pop up. Okay, so here we are on the product page. So you can drag your mouse across the face of the photo, and you can see magnified versions of different areas. You can, enlarge it, and then you can use some really powerful tools down here. If you're on your iPhone, you can step back about 10 feet away from your wall, click this, give access to your iPhone camera, and you can actually project this photo, this print, right on your wall, change the sizes, and pick the perfect size for the wall spot that you're trying to fill. You can also change in the wall view on you can do it on your cell phone, but you can do it on your computer as well. Just change to different settings. And so let's say we want to put this photo, let's go in an office right here over your desk. You can decide which one looks great. I love this 36 by 24 right there. and click out of there, and it's going to change your price point to reflect what that print will cost at that size. Right here you have your print options. Now the default is satin fine art paper, which is a great option. It's a beautiful archival fine art paper. You know, and that'll come to you, and you can frame it, or you can choose frames on my gallery, and we'll walk through that in a minute. These three options, the satin metal print, the canvas gallery wrap, and the 1/4-inch acrylic print, those come ready to hang. You don't need frames for these. They do cost more than the satin print, fine art print, but you don't have to frame it. And so when you consider the cost of framing, you know, quality framing costs a good deal. And so when you consider the cost of framing, you're probably about, you know, even with a framed print. But we're going to stay with this satin fine art paper print because it's going to allow me to show you all of the functions here in the shopping cart. So you click continue, make sure that's the size you want. Click continue again. If you're just going to order the print with no framing, I recommend putting it on a styrene or gator board backing, just to keep that frame or that photo really stiff and not sagging. I'm going to show you really quickly what that looks like. Okay, so this is that print. This is Cloudland Canyon Serenity, and it is backed on a black styrene backboard, as you can see. And the advantage of this is a good stiff backing. This print's never going to wrinkle. It's never going to sag in the frame. And so this is what I recommend whenever you order just the print, if you decide you want to do a custom framing job. And so let's go back to the computer. And I'm going to go ahead and click Frame Prints, just so you can see that there's another tab up here that'll pop up. Click Continue, and you can choose the perfect frame and mat for this print. I think a black frame with a white mat would really make that photo pop out of there. And so I'm going to choose that, and I'm going to continue. You can check over your order, send it to your cart, click checkout, and this is where you're going to go for your shopping cart. Just continue to checkout. I recommend you always create an account so that, one, you can sign in if you come back for other prints or products. And it also allows me to gather enough information where I can set up shipping notifications when the print hits shipping. You will get a notification from the system that it's in shipping, but I can set up text and email notifications as it goes through that shipping process. You'll know exactly where it is at different points, and you'll know where when it's delivered. I'm going to go through fast checkout just to save some time here. I'm going to fill this out and do an autofill, and there you go. I'm ready to check out. You see that standard shipping is free. It's always free within the continental United States. If you're in a hurry, there are some other options, but standard shipping is free. And this is where you'd put your discount code. At the end of this, you can click in, just look at into a page and get a discount code for participating in this gallery showing. And you can enter that right there to get 20% off of anything in the gallery. It doesn't have to be this print, but anything in the gallery. And so you just come down, fill out your credit card information, and click Place Order. And that is it. That's all you have to do to order this print, and it'll come to you ready to go. If you order it framed or one of those other, you know, the satin metal prints, the gallery wrap, or the acrylic print, it'll be ready to hang. If you order it to be framed, then all you have to do is take it and get it framed. Guys, I really appreciate you tuning in and sharing this time with me. Again, Cloudland Canyon Serenity, one of the most beautiful waterfalls I've ever shot. It's a memory that'll live with me, and I hope you enjoyed it. All right, guys, have a good one.